Okay, class, we're going to do a real quick demonstration on what is a chromosome or what a chromosome is. This was something that I remember when I first started learning about mitosis. It was something that was a little bit confusing, and even more so when we started talking about the next kind of division, which is called meiosis. So first things first, what is a chromosome? Well, a chromosome is a package basically of DNA, and it's found right in the nucleus. So if this is a cell right here, then the nucleus is the red circle, and then inside the red circle you can see a chromosome. So I'm going to pull this out real quick, and just this is a very basic, obvious diagram of a chromosome, but chromosomes tend to look like this. They are a rod-shaped package of DNA, and there's some little proteins in there that these coil around, kind of like you can imagine a ball of yarn or a string wrapped around something to store it. That's what chromosomes are. And so what is this red material in here? Well, the red material in there is DNA. And we've all learned about DNA, so we all know what that is. That's our genetic information, and we're going to study that more in a lot more detail later on. But just to kind of make sure that we're all on the same page when we start talking about this, so this is a cell. It'd be an animal cell, a eukaryotic cell, because it has a nucleus and other things. So this is the nucleus, this red circle, and then this would be a chromosome. All right. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, which would make a total of 46. So 23 pairs, or 46 total. And they're found in the nucleus. Now, what happens during the life cycle of a cell, these chromosomes will copy themselves. And if you remember, we talked about the life cycle of a cell yesterday. Well, there's a phase, the S phase, where the DNA in a cell is copied. And that's because in order to make a copy of a cell that's an identical copy of the original, you need to double up your chromosomes. So what happens is at some point this chromosome is copied, and it's an exact copy. And chromosomes then tend to end up looking a little bit different from this single rod. They end up looking something like this, and they have a little piece in the middle called a centromere. And this is still a chromosome. All right, so now this also is a chromosome, but it's a copied chromosome that's connected. And then when we go into the next phase, which I'll have another video for that, that's mitosis, this will actually get pulled apart. And you'll have a cell with this chromosome in it, this piece of DNA, and then also this one will be in the other cell, and you'll end up with an exact copy. But this is the basics of what is a chromosome, and I know this can be kind of confusing for some people, but this is what it is. Now, after the cell divides, these chromosomes tend to unwind, and they take on that DNA double helix look that you've all seen. All right, but in terms of just what is a chromosome, this is it. It's a package of DNA. All right, so just to finalize this, what is a chromosome? It's a package of DNA. And that should help clarify when we start talking about cell division a little bit more.